Good afternoon, and welcome to the end of week market review for Friday, January 24th, 2014. You are going to see that we've had some pullbacks in the market, causing the US markets to now be declining bearish and the Canadian markets to be declining bullish. A lot of the concern that caused the markets to decline over the week was some global economic concerns, most of those concerns coming out of China and then our earnings reports within North America. All in all, we can see that the Dow Jones dropped 1.96% on Friday, with the S&P 500 down 2.09% for the day. We do have gold up 0.51%, which is common enough to see when the markets decline. We do, though, have silver and oil both down, with silver down 0.65% and oil down 0.43%. While looking at some economic reports, you're going to see that the markets were expecting 327,000 filings, and we ended up with 326,000 filings. This means that we had just a couple, or actually 1,000 fewer filings than expected, and as a result, it was a little bit of positive news. Definitely nothing, though, to get too excited about because the numbers were so close. Taking here a look at the S&P 500 on its daily chart, you're going to see just how substantial Friday's decline was. You're going to see that it broke down below the 22 and the 50 EMA. It's well below its MACD and really pushing it even lower. Obviously, this means that the MACD is declining bearish and with its black line down below the blue line. This is definitely the most significant day for a loss that we've experienced in over a year. Taking a look now at the S&P 500 on a weekly chart, you're going to see just how much this week has pulled back. Now, although we definitely saw some breaking through support on the daily chart, we are still looking for some significant levels of support on the weekly chart. This means that although it looked like it was quite negative, it's very possible that we're just fast forwarding to our support levels where we'll end up finding support and then working ourselves back up again. The Toronto Stock Exchange is now coming up to its levels of support. It has broken down below its previous cycle high, but is now looking for some trend line support. The MACD, though, is declining bullish, but still in that bullish territory with the black line just crossing down below the blue line. If you take a look at the TSX on the weekly chart, you're going to see that we're still quite a ways up above our support levels, which means that it's definitely had a great strong rally. This pullback, though, means that we could end up seeing some significant declines before we get to support levels. If we come down to 13,250, which is where the current 26 EMA is, it does mean a big pullback. It does mean that we might push ourselves into bearish territory, but we can't be too alarmed until we get below the 26 and even more importantly, the 40 EMA. Our volatility indicator has really spiked up with it at 18.14. Although this does mean that we need to be cautious because our volatility is higher than normal, it doesn't mean that we need to be startled. It just means that we're going to sit on the sidelines for a little bit, take a look and see what ends up happening in the markets, and see if the volatility levels off. If it increases, that's definitely something to be concerned about. If you have any questions about anything that we've discussed, you could either send us an email or a phone call. All of our contact information is on the screen. So this has been the end of week market review for Friday, January 24th, 2014. Ciao for now.